The Metaphorical Being by Dr. Dennis V. Burke. Produced by 4815 Publishers. January 2020. Fluid Ideas. The House of Wisdom has 7 pillars. People who feast in the House of Wisdom are rewarded with understanding and length of life. They learn to fear God, instruct the wise, avoid abuse, increase learning, and live a long life. Wise people are rewarded by their wisdom. The essence of God defies gender and all racial classifications. Chaos emerges from ignorance. Wisdom exemplifies an aspect of God, and ignorance is the other end of the same stick. Therefore, learned people possess the capacity to produce chaos. The capacity for chaos is directly proportional to the level of knowledge one possesses because they are opposite ends of the same stick. We choose to learn through study and practice. Hence, knowledge and living are choices. From our brains, we highlight and emphasize choices about core values, beliefs, vision, and mission. We layer our choices onto the creative principles of our existence, and we produce life in its diverse forms. Wisdom and health are the fruits of knowledge. The seed of knowledge is an assumption and learning occurs in the fertile soil of principle. All learning is processed in the brain. Assumptions that are consistent with life-giving principles produce health and a long life. The results of negative assumptions are produced at the other end of the life-producing sticks. The human brain personifies the individual. The brain is the single most identifiable organ that represents the person. If the being is a computer, then the brain is the motherboard. When we refer to the heart as the core of the person, we speak metaphorically. The heart in the computer is the power supply, and the reference to life being in the blood represents the operating system. God is neither black, nor is he white. God is not red, yellow, pink, brown, or blue. God is undefinable as a race or in the context of skin color. Man created in the image of God means that God is a brain. The brain is the source of consciousness. It is the main board that serves as the central hub for human activities. The brain processes millions of sensory data and synthesizes them into information. The brain uses the CPU to construct the qualitative interpretations of human existence. By extension, the brain provides meaning for life and the meaning of life. All of the metaphorically significant members of the human body are interchangeable parts. They can be enhanced and are functional, regardless if they are organic or mechanistic. A metaphorical person is merely an organic machine. The metaphorical being with a brain exists in a closed-loop system and operates in causal relationships that are complex and complicated. Therefore, solving the puzzle of our existence can only be accomplished from a level that is greater than the existential place we preoccupy. As Einstein concluded, the problems we ponder are unsolvable at the level of knowledge, skill, and motivation where they are created. The ponderance of challenges that defies an existing level of intelligence is an exercise in futility. To solve any challenge, one must possess requisite knowledge. For us to understand the Creator, it necessitates that we are creative, and we must create. To understand God, we must first be godlike in our beliefs. Beliefs are the creative seeds of the brain. We accept the fact that we have brains, and it is the metaphorical concept of man that diminishes our acceptance of the logic in our existence. When we state that we love with the heart, we deceive ourselves. We see through our eyes, but it is the brain that identifies objects. The creative God is both rational and logical. We find this evidence within the order of our existence. The chaos we confront in our daily living arises from the illogical and metaphorical fixations of ignorance. Ignorance is born out of insufficient and incomplete knowledge, underdeveloped habits, and diminished motivations. For us to fulfill the significant potentials we possess, we must be willing to focus on the facts of our being and move beyond the constraints of the metaphorical being on the path through life.